it was Colorado's most notorious love affair for sure. She was considered the most beautiful woman in all of Colorado. He was a U.S. senator and richest of all the silver mining kings. Their story has actually become one of the greatest American operas, The Ballad of Baby Doe. It's playing at Central City Opera until August 6th. And here with the background behind that love affair is our own Dr. Colorado. Good to see you.
Great to be here, Denise.
Tell me, with the woman who was actually shafted pretty much, tell me who she is. It's Augusta Tabor.
This is Augusta, the first wife of Horace Austin Warner Tabor, the hardworking Horace wife who handled all their finances, who ran the store, who made Horace's life very easy.
And she got the shaft. Tell me the backstory about Horace Tabor.
Horace met her in Augusta, Maine, working with their father's granite quarry there, and married the boss's daughter. Then they run off to Kansas, try farming in Kansas, but when the gold rush comes, they figured they'll strike it rich in Colorado.
And he made his millions by striking it rich here in Colorado?
Right, the Little Pittsburgh mine, the chrysolite mine, in this boom town of Leadville that you see here. That's 1879. By 1880, you have a whole town on that site.
So that's Leadville right there. Was that the richest of all the Rocky Mountain silver cities?
Yeah, it was the great silver city. Here it is today.
Wow, beautiful.
Fabulous Main Street. That's the Tabor Opera House on the right.
That is gorgeous. I just think it's kind of funny, though. I mean, it was the richest of the silver, so why do they call it Leadville?
It's a lead ore, and there's a lot of lead in it. But yeah, lead doesn't sound quite as fancy as silver.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Right.
So what did Tabor do for the Denver as far as arts go?
Oh, he built our finest building ever, this Tabor Grand Opera House. We've never seen a finer structure. Torn down today. The Federal Reserve Bank is on that site at 16th and Curtis. Isn't that a beautiful building?
Yeah, it is. The Tabor Center locally, is it named after Horace Tabor?
Right, right.
Okay, I used to work in that building. Now let's move on to Baby Doe. How did she meet Horace Tabor?
Well, she came out married to Harvey Doe, hence the last name. And he played around on her. She left him, and then she set her eyes on the richest, most famous man in Colorado.
Which was Horace Tabor.
Horace Tabor.
How did she get the name Baby Doe?
I think the miners supposedly fell in love with her. She was widely reputed to be the most beautiful woman in Colorado. This was before you were born, Denise.
And you know what? You keep history alive. I love what you do with all your students. You have them dress up like this picture right here. This was one of your students.
It's Deborah Faulkner, isn't that great?
Yes.
Playing Baby Doe in her last years.
That is so cute. And what role did the Grand Old Windsor Hotel play in the Tabor story?
That is where Horace Tabor kept Baby Doe, his mistress, up there.
Jeez.
And that is where he died in 1899.
Really?
And his last words were not hang on to the matchless, they were bring me a priest.
Bring me
so
a
he could
priest.
Convert and go, he hoped straight to heaven.
Oh, yeah. So that's how his wife, Augusta Tabor, got the shaft, because he cheated on her, correct?
Right, right. And she was not happy about all
That's
this.
so sad. Now, where did Baby Doe spend the last of her life? Did she lose her millions?
Here it is, the matchless mine up in Leadville. It's restored today. You can visit this. She moved up there, lived in that shack, hoping that the matchless mine would pay off. It never did. Here's her last portrait. Isn't that sad?
Yeah. How did she lose her millions? What'd she do with it? Gamble it away or what?
The silver crash of 1893 wiped out Horace. He didn't diversify. He always believed in silver, didn't even get into gold or lead or any of these other products, just silver.
Interesting. Now, this is the 60th anniversary of the opera of The Ballad of Baby Doe. Have you seen it performed, Doctor?
Right. Twice before. I think 3 times before. It's always a hit. They claim it's the second most popular American opera after Porgy and Bess.
Did you like it?
Yeah, yeah. And they now have even the English. If you have trouble hearing operatic English, they have run it on a screen for you.
Is it difficult for you, because you know so much about history and the true stories of how it all played out? Is it difficult if you're watching a show and it's not true to history?
Yeah, yeah. And there is some of this, like this hang on to the matchless myth. That
yeah. Oh, well, interesting. Well, thank you so much. Thanks for the education today. For Ballad of Baby Doe, tickets and information, you can visit centralcityopera.org. That's centralcityopera.org. Or heck, call this number right now, 303-292-6700. That's 303-292-6700. And you can check out Dr. Colorado's talks, tours, courses, books, and so much more. His website is dr-colorado.com.